Continental Championship Wrestling, home of the National Wrestling Alliance, featuring champions from throughout the continental United States. And now to your host, world-renowned wrestling commentator, Gordon Soley.
Thank you. Thank you so very, very much, and welcome to another hour of Continental Championship Wrestling. And what an hour we have in store for you. We're going to be seeing Scott Armstrong in action a little bit later on. We'll be seeing The Bullet. Also, the Dirty White Boy against Frank Lancaster. We'll be seeing Dr. Tom against the Intern. This and a host of other great action matches upcoming during the next hour here on Continental Championship Wrestling, sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. Now, I want to bring out a gentleman because I have a specific message for him. This is a man who's known as the Mystic. I'm referring, of course, to Kevin Sullivan, the man who is also known as a mercenary. Am I correct?
You are completely correct, but you left one thing out, Gordon Soley. You see, the Tennessee Stud asked me to do his biddings. In Singapore, when I was sitting with the Mystic One himself, I was given a telegram. It said one word: help. I came, and I'm not a deceiver. You see, Bob Armstrong, or the Bullet if you may, has fooled all these people as the Bullet. Well, the first time I met Mr. Armstrong, here it is. I said I was going to take it off, and I took it off the first time. See, I can see in the future. I can sit down and look into the ball. I have been given a gift because when I went to Singapore and lay with the lepers, I turned my back on the American way. You see, I have not deceived the people. I took the mask completely off.
Well, I'll tell you what, before we go any farther, I want you to watch a videotape right now of the last man who came to this area, to Continental Championship Wrestling, at the bidding of the Tennessee Stud, and I want you to see what happened to him. Let's go to that videotape right now, please.
You know, I just got the Continental area here recently. You know, I haven't lost a match yet. The Dirty White Boy, I think, baby, is going to be here for a long time.
You're the man I'm looking for, a man with a microphone. People look at me long and look at me hard. Everything I own, I got on my shoulder right now. A jacket, a bag, a towel, a hat, and shoe baby right with me. I ain't no sooner got in the Continental area than already it seems like I'm leaving. Baby, I'm hitting the Ankle Express and I'm headed out of town because of one man, and that's the Bullet. Yeah, I come in here fully expecting to beat you, Bullet, but hey, I got the secret, baby. I got the secret to you because you got the referees on your side, you got the promotion on your side, you got the fans on your side, you got the building coordinators and supervisors on your side. Everybody's on your side, Bullet, but I'm going to tell you what, I'm leaving right now. I bet I lost $10,000. I lost the lease on an apartment, a rent a car. I lost a lot of money, but I'm leaving. But hey, don't you forget, Bullet, because by golly, I ain't going to forget, and you better be looking over your shoulder because I got a memory like an elephant, and I think back a lot. I think back 20 or 30 years ago, and I think what's happened here lately. You running me out of town, baby, I'm going to remember for a long time. You better be looking over your shoulder. I'm going to send you word right now because I might buy a ticket and come in the building and sit in the skies because if God strikes me dead, the last thing I ever do, Bullet, I'm going to get you. Continue with the interview.
Well, sir, you see the fate that befell the last one.
Well, the fate that befell him was this. He was an errand boy. He wasn't a Terminator. You see, Bob Armstrong, I know that you have to have a picture or some kind of proof. He hit his face. One of the idiot boy sons of his covered his face. Well, I'm going to bring you the body and conscience because I'm here for one thing. Bob Armstrong, the Bullet. Extinction is forever. Extinction is forever. Forever.
I see. Well, I'll tell you what, as I said, of course, we have a tremendous hour in store for you. So, without further ado, let's go to the ring and Freddie Miller.
Thank you, Gordon. Ladies and gentlemen, opening with a championship match. One fall, a 60-minute time limit. Introducing the challenger from one of television's most famous families. Ladies and gentlemen, at 202 pounds, here is Scott Armstrong. Scott Armstrong. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Continental Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. At a weight of 240 pounds, He is affectionately known as Mr. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Stubbs. Jerry Stubbs. Your referee is Roy George. This is for the belt.
Okay, the title on the line now. Scott Armstrong moving out against Mr. Chrome Dome, as he is known by many people. Jerry Stubbs. One fall. Championship on the line. There you see him. Tell you one thing about Stubbs. He is one tremendous athlete, but he's facing a young man with great fire, great determination, and an athletic history that is unparalleled. Stubbs doing something that Scott could not do to him, and that's grabbing him by the hair on his head and taking him off guard and off balance. They lock up collar and elbow. Stubbs full arm drag and twist reversal by Scott Armstrong. Through the ring ropes. Side headlock now by Jerry Stubbs. Off the ropes. Good shoulder smash by Stubbs. Stubbs up and over his man. Scott Armstrong and a nice leapfrog. And he had that super kick ready. And Stubbs was aware of it and scoots from the ring. Stubbs taking his time. Scott Armstrong waiting patiently. He wants Stubbs back in the ring. Stubbs playing the waiting game now. Hip lock takedown into a head scissors by Scott Armstrong. As he reversed on Stubbs very nicely, Stubbs utilizes the ring rope. That'll force the break. Stubbs eyeing his man a little more cautiously, perhaps. Scott Armstrong eager but not foolish. Not stepping in foolishly. Hip lock takedown. And it's Stubbs getting the head scissors. Stubbs keeping the pressure on Scott Armstrong. Scott comes out of it. Side headlock into a hip lock takedown. Stubbs again. Getting some extra leverage that, as I said earlier, people can't do to Stubbs. Scott Armstrong trapped in that head scissors. Turning into his man. Let's see if he's able to headstand out of it. He does very nicely. Did not even have to headstand. Got the leverage working. Stubbs leaving the ring once again. So Stubbs getting outside the ring, thinking it over. Ooh. As Scott Armstrong charged in, Stubbs caught him. Now a snap mare and then catches him the side of the jaw. So Stubbs, he's got the, he is the senior in experience, no question about that. Young Scott Armstrong having his problems now as Stubbs beginning to pull every trick he can out of the book. Got him very nicely. That time it was Scott Armstrong who is a step ahead of the Continental Champion. Scott Armstrong connects with a hard right to the side of the jaw. Scott Armstrong, good chop into the throat. Irish whip into the ropes.
5 minutes gone by in the match. 5 minutes expired.
You heard it. 5 minutes has expired. Scott Armstrong. Beautiful cross body block. 1, 2. No, sir. Stubbs able to power out. Scott has him up. Full body slam on Jerry Stubbs. Down across those pectoralis majors. Then he hooks the far leg. And again, Stubbs barely able to power out before the count of 3. Scott Armstrong staggered him with that, and Scott Armstrong hurdles the referee to one side, and Jerry Stubbs really stretching a point that time. Cheap shot by Jerry Stubbs. Stubbs coming in with a chair. And what's he doing? Stubbs bringing Scott Armstrong up. Crashing him down. Atomic knee drop on that chair. And wait a minute. Wait a second. Brad Armstrong just hit the ring. And I do mean he hit the ring. Brad Armstrong hit the ring with everything that he had. And that cleared the ring in rather a hurry. Let's see if we can get an official word from our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the time of 6 minutes, 50 seconds, the winner is still the Continental Heavyweight Champion, Jerry Stubbs. Jerry Stubbs, the winner.
Well, joining me here at the desk now as they attend to Scott Armstrong in the ring is Kevin Sullivan and Robert Fuller.
That's right. You know, you can get your face off that punk, get his tail whipped, and get up here with a little bit of pretty, Gordon. There's one thing my brother has been working on for some time here. I'm sure everybody's going to be interested in it. It's since the time that I put my crushing, bone-breaking hold on Bob Armstrong. I didn't push it to the max. I didn't get all I could out of him. He wouldn't be here today. But since that time, my brother's been trying to get men to put him away. He's been putting my name first on the list, and I've wound up last for some reason or other. Well, right now, Mr. Bob Armstrong Bullet, you got the problem of a lifetime, son. You got Kevin Sullivan and Robert Luscious Fuller on your rear end, and that's the end of you, Jack. Am I right, Sullivan?
Absolutely. You see, Bob Armstrong, the Titanic, when it went down, had no lifeboats. We ain't taking any survivors. No survivors.
Hey, this is a great guy, Gordon Soley. If there's anybody gonna take care of the Bullet, his days are numbered. You better enjoy him while you see him now, because Sullivan and Fuller are putting him away, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'll tell you what, while we're talking about Mr. Fuller, perhaps right now might be a good time to take a look at the lifestyles of the Southeastern Tag Team Champions. I'm referring, of course, to gorgeous Jimmy Golden and luscious Robert Fuller. And, well, we have an interesting piece of videotape here that I think you might find curious indeed. Let's take a look.
Daddy, what's Vietnam?
What's Vietnam? A question a child might ask, but not a childish question. A question that in the past has led not to answers, but only to other questions. What were we fighting for? Why didn't we just drop the bomb? How could we fight an enemy we couldn't even see?
Did all those people die?
Time Life Books and Boston Publishing present The Vietnam Experience, the series designed to answer the nagging questions.
Did we win the war, Daddy?
Each volume looks at the war from every point of view. No matter where you stood, you'll gain new insights into your own position, as well as those you may have opposed. You'll attend secret meetings at the White House and walk into an ambush to draw enemy fire. From Khe Sanh to Chicago to Saigon, you'll be there, learning much you didn't know about Vietnam and much you didn't know about America.
Why did we fight the war, Daddy?
Call toll-free and start putting the Vietnam experience into focus with Combat Photographer. You'll see what it was like over there from a perspective the media couldn't provide, an historic perspective that only now are we able to consider. It is important that we honor and remember those who gave their lives for our country. But honoring isn't enough. Remembering isn't enough. We must answer the question, what's Vietnam? For ourselves and for the next generation.
Will I have to fight in a war, Daddy?
To order your first book, call now, 1-800-228-5900. It will be sent to you free for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Others will follow about one every other month. Keep the ones you want, cancel anytime. So call 1-800-228-5900.
Pacific Coliseum, Knoxville, Tennessee, Friday night, August 29th, 8:30, double world title night, World Heavyweight Championship. The Bullet takes on the current heavyweight champion. It'll either be Ric Flair or Dusty Rhodes. Ladies world champion, Debbie Combs, the new queen of the NWA, against Miss Linda, seconded by Adrian Street. Southeastern title, Steve and Brad Armstrong against Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden. It'll be a loser leaves town, Dr. Casey against the intern, plus 3 other matches.
Hey, I'll tell you what, a World Heavyweight Championship match upcoming in Knoxville at the Civic Coliseum on Friday night, August 29th. Match time is 8:30. And the #1 challenger for that World Heavyweight Championship is with me right now, the Bullet. Now, the last time you met the champion, you had him pinned. There was a disqualification. I understand right now some very intensive negotiations are going on.
Exactly right. Bob Geigel has promised me that this time before the match occurs for the World Heavyweight Championship right there in Knoxville, that a no DQ clause will be signed. Now, he's the president of the National Wrestling Alliance. He can force the issue. The last time the world champion got out of it by not signing the no disqualification clause, the Bullet signed it, because I want to pull out all stops. I don't want anybody to have an out, Gordon. I want it decided once and for all. The last time I pinned his shoulders 1, 2, 3, as far as I was concerned, and all the people I talked to around the Kirby Fitness Center and all around Knoxville, they said, Bullet, you ought to be champion. Well, it took the wind out of my sails, and it's got me down a little bit, but I've got rid of Mantell. The bounty hunter came in. He's gone now. And now I'm thinking about world championship time in Knoxville, because, brother, it's been good to me. Knoxville's been good to me. I put his shoulders on the mat. And if he just gets the no DQ clause settled, signed, I've already signed mine. It's in the hands of the NWA president, Bob Geigel. So the world champion puts his name on it. We'll have that match, and we'll have it right there in Knoxville, 10-OC.
Well, I understand that you do know the martial arts pretty well.
Well, I know martial and art, too, but we don't need none of that. Wrestling's the name of the game, and that's how I'm going to beat the world champion.
We're going to find out in Knoxville.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event on Continental Championship Wrestling. Introducing first one of the most popular wrestlers ever to appear here at Boutwell Auditorium or anywhere throughout the country. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bullet. The Bullet. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, weighing 247 pounds, from Singapore, better known in wrestling now as the Mystic, here is Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin Sullivan approaching the ring, and he is in a hurry. All right, Kevin Sullivan, 200. And what it... He caught the bullet coming in. Caught the bullet with something coming in. And he's got the bullet in a lot of trouble. And yes, some sort of fluid or something all over the bullet. And obviously it's gotten into his eyes. The bullet must be partially blinded. And the bullet goes for the figure 4 leg lock. The bullet, operating by Braille, if you will, got the figure 4 leg lock. He went back to the basics. Wait a minute. Robert Fuller just charged in the ring. Robert Fuller just charged inside. And we've got total chaos and bedlam here as both Kevin Sullivan and Robert Fuller trying to make good the promise of the Tennessee Stud to rid this area of Bullet Bob Armstrong. Hold on a minute. Bam Bam Blanton just hit the ring. Bam Bam Blanton just hit the ring. They're still after the bullet. The referee struck by Devin Sullivan. Blanton in trouble. We've got to get some kind of order restored in there. Hold on, reinforcements are coming. They've cleared the ring. Tim Horner just charged in there and cleared the ring. And we'll be back. We'll be back in a moment when we get order restored.
Now, for the first time on TV, here is the diet plan that actually shrinks millions of fat cells in the first 24 hours.
I'm a TV model, so I bet you think I work hard at keeping my weight down. Well, not if you call this hard work.
Truth is, with the incredible Formula 75 diet plan, she can burn more fat lying in the sun and relaxing for 24 hours than if she swam 4 miles non-stop. Meet some real people.
I lost 96 pounds. I never thought losing weight could be so easy.
I lost 115, and the best thing is I wasn't hungry all the time.
And it's great to be size 10 again.
So effective, it's guaranteed to dissolve even the most stubborn bulges. Wash away years of built-up fat.
16 pounds the first week.
And I just love being able to wear pretty clothes. My husband loves my girlish figure, and I feel like $1,000,000.
It's fast.
It works. It changed my life.
Formula 75 diet plan. Use as directed and your results are guaranteed. Results you can see in your own mirror. 30-day supply plus complete diet plan, just $19.95. Order now for rush delivery. Here's how to order.
The Formula 75 diet plan can change your life, too. You burn off pounds of unwanted fat or get our 30-day money-back guarantee. Have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-468-1717. That's 1-800-468-1717. Or send $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to Formula 75 Diet, Department 47, Canton, Ohio. But for faster service, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-468-1717.
Wrestling will be held Saturday, August 16th in Greenville, Tennessee, and that'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And of course, don't forget about Knoxville coming up on Friday night, August 29th. Match time is 8:30, and that will be at the Civic Coliseum. And it will be the Mystic Kevin Sullivan going up against Tim Horner.
You see, I have a real serious problem because I know that I went to the Habuda Dean himself and I have seen the future. You see, I have a problem. Bob Armstrong is going to become the first man in the history of the world to become the world's champion with a mask on. So you are a deceiver. So Bob Armstrong, there has to be a way I can stop the future from happening. I have to put an end to it somehow. And Tim Horner, you want to brag about Knoxville. You want to see who's the toughest one in Knoxville. You're from Morristown. They don't even let you guys in the city limits. I'm going to take you off the hill and drive you all the way down Gay Street, and you're going to be stopped, Armstrong, some way.
Well, we're going to find out right now. Here are some words.
The words are from Tim Horner, your opponent, Mystic. What about Knoxville, Tennessee, Tim?
You know, Knoxville, Tennessee's been very good to me, and I'm just from right up the road in Morristown, Tennessee, and I got a lot of fans and a lot of family up there, and, you know, they love me and I love them. And Kevin Sullivan, everybody knows about you, Mystic Kevin Sullivan. What, he claims he can predict the future? He can't predict the future. Nobody can predict the future because nobody knows what tomorrow's going to be.
Well, can you predict August 29th against him in Knoxville?
I'll tell you what, I'm coming down there to do my dead level best. You say you want to drag me down Gay Street. You won't even get me out of the building, Kevin Sullivan, unless I'm on your back beating you, Jack.
Double world title night, in addition to a great lineup of matches in Knoxville.
Seems like he knows.
There's a way. It's come to me. There's a way. I'm going to get two birds with one stone. There's a way.
We'll find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. One fall 15. Introducing a man known as the Dirty White Boy. Here is Tony Anthony. Tony Anthony. Tony's in at 235 pounds. His opponent, known as the Thumper, at 230 pounds. Here's Frankie Lancaster. Your referee is Ron West. One fall 15.
All right, and so the Dirty White Boy getting set to go up against Frank Lancaster. And it's referee C. Ronald West calling for the bell. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Good standing reverse by Lancaster, rolling reverse into a saddle block, but it was the Dirty White Boy slipping away from it. Lancaster in the powder blue trunks. Dirty White Boy in black. So again, they lock up, and it's Lancaster getting the side headlock. Back up against the ropes, fires him off. Lancaster up and over his man. Lancaster caught with a high hip toss, but Lancaster breaks it up. Back on his feet, a good spin under takedown. Locks into a lower armbar. Notice the way he's got the inside of the wrist imprisoned. Let's see what Mr. Anthony does with this one. A Thumper is an outstanding wrestler. Dirty White Boy takes him up, puts him on the... oh, brother. You talk about an open insult, but he accomplished what he wanted. Slap on the face. Lancaster made a mistake, and the Dirty White Boy is quick to close in on it. Lancaster staggered down to one knee, hurt again. Dirty White Boy catches him. Side drop kick. Takes Lancaster off his feet once again. Plants a boot to the thoracic area of the back of... and then a back of the elbow to the base of the skull of Frank Lancaster. Thumper could be in trouble here. Boot into the chest of the Thumper. One into the side of the rib cage. And so the Dirty White Boy seems to have... caught him. Headbutt. And Lancaster was seeing more than the stars on the bottom of the ring. Dirty White Boy crashes down again, catches him across the chin. Lateral press. Lancaster powers out before the count, however. And again, it's the Dirty White Boy. The Dirty White Boy is varying his attack. coming toward all parts of the body. Has him up, atomic knee drop. Lancaster. That jolts that spinal column. Those 33 vertebrae get jammed, there's no question about it. Now, sort of a camel clutch, if you will. Really a two-handed rear chin lock, but pressing the weight of the gluteus maximus down on the lumbar region of the back of Frank Lancaster, putting a definite strain once again on the spinal column. In short, he's putting a lot of pain on the thumper. Keeping the pressure on him.
5 minutes gone by in the match.
Remember, this match is one fall. 15 minutes. You just heard the ring announcer make the announcement. 5 minutes has elapsed. 10 minutes remaining. And the Dirty White Boy has things, at least at this point in time, well under control. Lancaster now trying to hook the legs of the Dirty White Boy. If he can get the right kind, he did. He got the right kind of momentum going. Lancaster jammed the Dirty White Boy into the turnbuckle, but the Dirty White Boy right back after him. Snap mare. He misses as Lancaster rolls to one side. Lancaster coming up slowly, as is the Dirty White Boy right now. Lancaster catches him in now. Lancaster firing back. High backdrop by Frank Lancaster. The thumper getting some good second wind here. Charges after his man. As the Dirty White Boy halfway across the ring. Lancaster, cross body block, perfectly executed. Anthony powers away from it once again. Brings him up, full body slam. Lancaster going up on that second rope. Tried to come down across the body, but the Dirty White Boy brought those knees up just in time, caught him right in the pit of the stomach. Lancaster coming up slowly. Dirty White Boy waiting. Caught him with a lariat coming off the ropes. Got the pinfall. He got the pinfall. And so the Dirty White Boy scores an impressive win over Frank the Thumper Lancaster. For the official word, here's our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 7 minutes and 14 seconds, your winner, the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony. Tony Anthony, the winner.
Well, as you know, of course, wrestlers travel around the world in competition. And not too terribly long ago, the exotic Adrian Street, along with Miss Linda, and of course, as you know, Mr. Street has regained the Southeastern Heavyweight Championship, but that's not the only title you hold at the moment.
No, I beat that soppy fairy type person, Terry Taylor, and took the TV title off him. Look at the state of this, which I've just won. Filthy, dirty, stinky thing. He must have kept it in his cowshed or something, that Gwendolyn Cutley. Look at the state of this. It's going to be pink. Have a good look at this filthy, filthy, well, you can't really call it white. Have a look at this filthy belt. It's going to be pink. Pretty, pretty pink.
Well, I'll tell you what, you were talking about winning the television championship in the Mid-South area, and we do happen to have a videotape of that particular match when the exotic Adrian Street went after the television champion Terry Taylor. And so let's switch now to Mid-South and catch this match as it happened.
I could do to you. To see my many attributes won't need a second glance. You know if you resist it, you just wouldn't stand a chance. I can come the whole right through and all in the wall. I can do a 3-out-5 with the nothing at all. Now you know what I mean, you don't need a crystal ball to tell you just what I could do to you.
This event, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. The title is on the line, the Mid-South Television Championship. In the ring, at 222 pounds, the challenger from the Royal Forest of Dean, exotic Adrian Street, accompanied by Miss Linda. Now coming into the ring, 231 pounds from Vero Beach, Florida, Mid-South Television Champion, Terry Taylor. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Your referee, Carl Fergie.
Exotic Adrian Street, perhaps as bizarre an individual as we have ever seen. What a apparatus that he wore into the ring. I've never seen anything like that. And how you prepare for a match, speaking of Terry Taylor. And this is a television championship match. Exotic Adrian Street, the challenger. Terry Taylor, the champion.
Well, Terry Taylor's really proud of that TV title. He took it to a jeweler, had it shined up and polished. He said Dr. Death really didn't take care of it after he stole it.
I think Terry Taylor feels that that television title is just as much the people's as it is his. He is really a fighting champion. Exotic Adrian Street, a very unorthodox individual. His lifestyle is unorthodox. His wrestling, look at that. Look at that man. Well, I suppose he's a man. You know, beneath that blonde hair is a pair of cauliflower ears, and you don't get those in a beauty shop. Exotic Adrian Street. Joel, very honestly, I at times am at a loss when I see Adrian Street. How do you describe the man?
Well, it's tough. I think the tough part, though, would be to wrestle the guy.
Well, that's exactly right. Terry Taylor.
It's tough to prepare for him. But Terry Taylor hit him with that big drop kick. Terry Taylor caught him with a drop kick, and Adrian Street, undoubtedly, in a lot of pain. Terry Taylor now going to work. He's going to take over on Adrian Street.
Taylor with a backbreaker, going for the pin, and Street goes. Well, 1 foot over the bottom rope.
Terry Taylor trying to make short work of Adrian Street. Adrian's a wily individual.
It is hard to describe the movement of Adrian Street.
Well, Adrian Street uses a lot of leg lock tactics around the arm. It's reminiscent of a guy that I used to wrestle with in high school named Leonard Bailey. 3-time state champion, an awesome wrestler. And Terry Taylor now firing back with some right hands of his own. He's got to fight fire with fire. He's wrestling for the thing that probably means more to him than anything in the world right now, and that's that TV title.
Well, may I take this opportunity to certainly recognize your achievement and offer our congratulations.
Well, thank you very much, Gordon. Did you see that? Not only did I wrestle that Taylor boy, but when I kiss them, they stay kissed. Now, as far as this Gwendolyn Cuddly character is...
you mean Wildcat Wendell Cooley, sir?
Well, listen, not only am I going to paint my belt pink, but if this cowboy character wants another shot at this, then he's going to have to adhere to my stipulations. I put up with enough stipulations of him with cowbells and dresses and all that ridiculous stuff. As far as I'm concerned, if he wants a shot at his belt, he can take it or leave it. But it's got to be my stipulations, and if he wants to fight with me again, not only am I going to paint his belt pink, but if he fails to take it, which I'm sure he will, I'm going to turn the Wildcat into a Pink Panther. I am going to paint him from head to foot. I'm going to paint his scraggy hair and his silly eyebrows, that ridiculous whiskers he's got. I'm going to turn the Wildcat into a Pink Panther.
I'll tell you what, that takes a lot.
Pretty Pink Panther.
Yeah, well, we'll talk further. We'll be right back.
When I first got this car, she only had 10,000 miles on her. Now she's got over 100. Because I haven't found one I like better. My chew, that's different. Like a lot of folks, I used to chew Levi. But this Granger Select's got less stems, so I get a cleaner chew. Made of premium leaf, so I get lots of flavor. And I better, because if it doesn't have it here, it doesn't go here.
Meet up with Granger Select. It could change your chew.
What can I get you?
What'll you have?
Down home flavor.
What'll you have?
Country flavor. Give me a Pabst Blue True Blue Ribbon, Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. I demand the taste and savor. I demand real true blue flavor. And Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
It comes fully equipped with deluxe wheels, heavy-duty shocks, maintenance-free battery, rear window louvers, sleek sunroof, super power stereo, and 2 doors. The entrance to Nationwise with thousands of brand-name auto parts. Name brands this week at Nationwise include Valvoline 10W30, only 24 cents. 1040, just 34 cents after $5 rebate. Special oils for special cars at Nationwise. Stop in for a test drive. Nationwise, the only way to go.
Follow the tape to the little yellow house for thinner dinners and lighter lunches. Like Mrs. Winter's club sandwich with lean smoked ham, turkey, bacon, cheese, lettuce, and tomato. Our chunky chicken salad with celery and onions. Or our deluxe baked chicken sandwich, BLT, or other favorites. Outrageous. Try Mrs. Winter's new thinner dinners and lighter lunches. Your waist will love them.
CWA Wrestling will be held Saturday, August 16th in Greenville, Tennessee, and that'll be at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's Saturday, August 16th, Greenville, Tennessee at 1 p.m. And, of course, on Saturday, August 29th. That'll be Friday, August 29th. Make that correction. Friday, August 29th, Knoxville at the Civic Coliseum. A double world title night. It will be the Bullet against the NWA World Heavyweight Champion and Debbie Combs, the ladies' world champion, going up against Miss Linda. The Southeastern tag title goes on the line, and of course a series of other great matches.
Isn't it wonderful? Miss Linda gets, I mean, this will be the most important match of Linda's career. I've just freshly acquired my belt back again, my what's going to be pink belt. This will be the last time anybody will see it. I just haven't had time, so I've got to get just the right pink, you understand. But getting back to Miss Linda, she's taking on the World Championship. That'll be wonderful. The royal family, I've already informed them about this upcoming match, and they're absolutely thrilled to bits. And it reminded me of when I won my world title, the middleweight title of the world in Lusaka in Zambia.
I understand, but I don't really, in looking over the matches, I don't see where you're defending your championship.
No, I won't be putting on my tights. I'll be there. I'm going to be second in Miss Linda and just making sure there's absolutely fair play as far as this. What do you mean, oh?
You're going to be second in...
I'm going to be second in Miss Linda. Yes, I trained her, so naturally. I mean, wrestlers and boxers and things are entitled to have their trainers in their corner to advise them and to make sure that everything goes just right, you understand?
And you totally agree with that?
I totally agree, of course.
But of course she totally agrees.
I find this most interesting, that you're not putting your title on the line, Miss Linda going after the Women's World Championship, and you're going to be there as a special second.
Yes, but just
I would advise Miss Combs there could be some problems.
Oh, yes.
And it is Dr. Tom wasting no time as he takes off after the intern. Steve Armstrong has joined me here at the table, and the intern has never had a chance.
He sure hadn't. I knew this was going to be wild, Gordon. This team's been building on this match right here for a long time. You know, one-on-one competition. There we go, intern. One-on-one competition. You never see these boys just one-on-one. They're usually always traveling in a group, if you know what I mean, Gordon.
Well, I do indeed. Right now it's the intern beginning to retaliate against Dr. Tom. Caught him with a beautiful elbow that time. And that may be all she wrote for Dr. Tom.
Come on, intern. Beautiful. Drop the leg. Cover it.
All right. Now, sir, Dr. Tom powers out of it. And now it's the intern with a forearm across the back. And it is Dr. Tom being jammed into that near turnbuckle.
Oh, this is well-deserved, Gordon. You better believe it's all been a long time coming, this match right here between the intern and Dr. Tom, to see which one is the baddest doctor.
He's got him up, full body slam on Dr. Tom. The intern looking good, drives a knee into the head of Dr. Tom. 1, 2, no, sir, he powered out again.
Dr. Tom's tough. You can't sell a man short, that's for sure. And he takes all kind of shortcuts, too. There he goes right there, gouging those eyes.
Caught him with the thumb into the eye, and the intern has problems. Oh, man, right at the belt line that time. Had him double over, and now Dr. Tom trying to set him up. Intern trying to block. Good block by the intern. Good reversal into a neck breaker by the intern. And the intern is pulling out all stops.
That's right. He pulled a neck breaker out of that situation. Beautiful reversal of a suplex that Dr. Tom was trying to do. Getting on the floor here.
And it's the intern right after Dr. Tom catches him from behind. Drives a hard right hand into the midsection. Another hard right hand into the head.
What he deserves, Mr. Intern. Go get him, brother.
Back into the ring once again. And it is Dr. Tom catching the intern coming in. And, boy, I'll tell you what, you talk about even Steven on these two. He's going for the sleeper hold. Going for the sleeper hold. And the intern pulled the referee into him. And so it is Dr. Tom with that sleeper hold broken up. And wait a minute. What happened there? What's going on here? Looked like Golden gave him something. Steve, looked to me like he loaded that boot with something. Yes, he did. You can see him removing it now. He's got the intern down and out. And wait a second. He got a 3 count, but there's Steve Armstrong. And Steve Armstrong trying to, well, there's Golden. Now let's find out what's going on here. Well, there's a protest here. A protest by Steve Armstrong. Dr. Tom backing away. And what's going on? Wait a minute. Now Golden catching Steve Armstrong from behind. And hold on now. Dr. Tom caught his own man. Brother. Well, they have cleared the ring.
The savings are adding up on full-size manual transmission Ford pickups. First, save over $400 on a manual transmission option package. Second, save over $800 on a free air conditioning package. Third, get $600 cash back from Ford on any new full-size manual transmission Ford pickup. Total savings over $1,800 during your Ford dealer's clearance.
Get it now.
Hey, Pete. Going to town with us?
Nah, go ahead. Looks like you had a little trouble.
We can take care of it.
A day off is something real special, but so's a good neighbor.
Going into town with us, Pete?
Bush. Head for the beer brewed natural as a mountain stream, for a taste as smooth as its name. Bush.
Head for Bush beer.
Head for the mountains.
Why buy a shell when you can own a complete home for half the money? 500 mobile homes on Clinton Highway from I-640 to Callahan Road. 10 dealers committed to the lowest prices and service after the sale. If you're thinking of buying a mobile home, you need to shop Clinton Highway.
3 miles of mobile homes on Clinton Highway, Knoxville and hometown USA.
Certs. Barney said the new dispatcher's name was Sam. I found out later it was Samantha.
Only Certs has fresh flavor and retsin to keep your breath face-to-face fresh. Certs and sugar-free Certs.
When the burning, itching, and soreness of hemorrhoids flare up, Tux medicated pads give you soothing, cooling relief on contact. For hemorrhoid flare-up, get Tux from Park Davis.
Knoxville, Tennessee, Friday night, August 29th, 8:30, double world title night, World Heavyweight Championship. The Bullet takes on the current heavyweight champion. It'll either be Ric Flair or Dusty Rhodes. Ladies world champion, Debbie Combs, the new queen of the NWA, against Miss Linda, seconded by Adrian Street. Southeastern title, Steve and Brad Armstrong against Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden. It'll be a loser leaves town, Dr. Casey against the intern, plus 3 other matches.
NWA Wrestling will be held Saturday, August 16th in Greenville, Tennessee, and that'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then in Knoxville at the Civic Center on Friday night, August 29th, 8:30 p.m., a double World Championship night. The World Champion going up against the Bullet, Debbie Combs, the Ladies World Champion, facing Miss Linda. And it will be Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden against Steve Armstrong and Brad Armstrong.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. These punks have went as far as they can get. We've crippled them up. We've run them out of town. We've done everything to them, brother. Now they think that they're going to come out here and challenge us for these belts right here. You ain't got a prayer, Daddy. Let me tell you, not a prayer.
Dr. Tom, you're going up
Just
against...
say one thing. When you're talking about leaving, I ain't going nowhere because I like Knoxville now. You know what I mean? I'm staying in town.
Well, let's listen to these comments.
Why not?
Well, I'm with Brad Armstrong, the intern, and Steve Armstrong. And Brad, you came back in fine fettle. Are you ready for Knoxville?
You bet your sweet Bippy I'm ready for Knoxville, and we reunited, and it feels so good. Steve Armstrong, Brad Armstrong, Armstrong brothers reunited in Knoxville. I know the intern here has got, who's this, Dr. Tom Pritchard, calling himself a doctor.
And loser leaves town.
That's right. He might as well just color himself gone, Freddie. You'll never be back in Knoxville, Dr. Tom Pritchard. Bye-bye, boy.
29th, Knoxville. Be there, fans.
What other surprise?
Oh, it's a special night. Oh, Bob Armstrong ain't winning, I'll tell you that. For you special people out there, special. My brother Ronald's going to be there, too.
Time is gone. Next week, we'll be seeing Kevin Sullivan going up against Tim Horner. We'll be watching Chrome Dome Cherry Stubbs in action. Roy Lee Welch against the Dirty White Boy. Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden and many, many more. Until next week, Gordon Soley saying...